Children, with this example only, let us understand the concept of constructor. Constructor are what? Constructor are method. Method used to initialize the data members. Initialize the data member means, suppose this is the class square and the data members are side and color, and I haven't initialized the value, and I can initialize the value directly here like this. Suppose public class square double side equals to 4 semicolon string color equals to, let's say, red. So this way I have initialized the value, right? This I can do, but there is some problem in this way of initializing the members of any class. What is the problem? See, this way, in last session we understood that this way we can have some instance of this class. इस class के हम कुछ objects declare कर सकते हैं. जैसे हमने T1 declare किया, T2 declare किया, तो we have two objects. Now in this case, with this statement, what is going to happen? This T1 object is a class which is having this member also, this member also, because it is instance of this is instance of a teacher class, so it will have all the properties or all the data members of the teacher class. If suppose I declare some object for square class like this, square 1 equals to new square bracket, I have declared one object. So this is one object, and let's say I have declared another object S2, square 2, some other square. Now with this kind of initialization, what is the problem? I have two objects S1 and S2. Both have two data members and both are having value 4 and red stored in them. Why? Because S1 S1 is one object, S2 is another object, and when we write the statement, we haven't given any value for it. So the default value is going to come for this objects, and default value is what is mentioned in the code. In the code it is mentioned that side data member is initialized with value 4, color data member is initialized with red. So any number of object I declare, S1, S2, S3, S4, any number, all are going to have same value, which is not good, which is not appropriate. So to tackle this, we have the concept of constructor, where we will be, while declaring the object, we will decide or we will be initializing the value of this variable, and that will be different for each object. Okay, but for that we will have to do some coding here. Some coding here means we have to define the constructor method here, right? So to define a constructor method, what do we do? Constructor, as I told you yesterday, constructor are the method which have same name as of class. So it's a method. So method is declared how? We write the method name, and method name has to be what? What is the class name? Same name. So this name and this name has to be same. Method is always denoted with bracket and bracket. This method is not going to be an without parameter method. It has to be a parameterized method. So I am keeping little gap here. Now here I am doing what? I am setting or keeping or declaring an parameter S. Okay, parameter S with comma I will separate and mention another parameter, string ignore this part, and st suppose. Okay, so we have declared the first line for the constructor method, where the name I have kept the same, what is of the class, same name I have kept, but two parameters I have given in this box, and every method body of loop also I am going to specify. And in this body of loop, what I am going to write is, here this variable side is going to have the value received by this variable s, and the variable color is going to have value which will be received by this variable st. So this is an constructor method definition, where same name I have kept for the class, for the method, and I have declared two parameters in order to initialize two data members given in the class. And this way I have assigned or initialized the value in this variable, not directly like this, like here side equals to 4, not like this, but like this, side equals to whatever will come in s, color equals to st, whatever will come in this variable st. Okay, so this is the definition. Let us see how constructor methods are invoked. Let us pass the value and initialize different values. Seeing these two objects, let us have 4 and red here only, and here 5 and green. Let's say 5 and green here. So two different objects with two different values I am going to declare, and see how I declare them, how I write them. So whenever we declare or create an object, what do we do? Just a revision, what do we do? We write the class name, the object name, new keyword, and the same class name with bracket. This is actually the constructor method which I am invoking here, but it will be having some values this time. Okay, so same thing I am writing in the void main method. I am writing the class name, now the object name, and then after object name, what do we write? We write equals to new keyword, bracket, and because the constructor method has two parameters, so here I am going to give two values. One should be integer, another should be string. So this is 4, red. Okay, and similarly, if I declare another object called s2, and this time I am giving different value, 5 and value green. Okay, now what I have done, actually I have initialized the these objects data member with different values. Actually in memory, what is going to happen is, we are going to have s1 object and s2 object, and s1 object will be having 2, because every object of same class square will share same properties. So the square class has two data members, so it will also have two data members. But for s1 object, the first value for the first data member will be 4, and the second value for the second data member will be red. And for s2 object, the first value is going to be 5 and the second value is going to be green. 4 and red, 5 and green.